Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Lunch from the Bates. I am your co-host Dibo, along with my other fellow co-hosts Matt and Owen.
How you doing today? How you doing today?
Doing good,
Swell,
man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good
let me
stuff.
let me introduce him. Let me introduce him. Wanny, aka Danny, with his camera on.
Look at Dibo
With his
hating,
camera
bro.
on.
That's why, hey, Dibo, you don't want to tell them what happened before you started hopping on here, do you?
Ooh.
No, nothing happened.
You tested my last nerve today, Dibo. You owe me an apology, and I could expose you just for having it.
Danny, what is he?
You know, I'm gonna do it. Dude, Dibo just got bitched by a 10-year-old, guys. It's
Dude said a 10-year-old.
It's just happening.
But Danny, why does Dibo owe you an apology?
Dibo, do you want to say it or do I? Actually, I'm gonna say it because this man doesn't know
I'm up here, top
Black
left.
doesn't know basketball. That's why.
Ooh. What the heck? I never realized it. What the hell?
What are y'all doing, man?
Now try to point your finger at somebody.
There you go, Danny. There you go.
See, it's like completely reversed.
It's that one right there.
But he hasn't.
Yeah.
What did you say about him?
He doesn't know basketball, ladies and gentlemen. He's been lying to all of you guys. I apologize. On behalf of Dibo, I apologize. Now, Dibo, I think it's time that you apologize to not only me, but to your fellow Lunchroom Debate supporters and to Robert Todd Pelinka and the whole Los Angeles Lakers franchise.
Oh, shoot.
I think it's time that you apologize, Dibo.
All right, so let me give some explanation of what Danny's talking about right now. So a few episodes ago, we had a podcast, and then during the segment, I said that the Los Angeles Lakers would not even make the play-in tournament. No, yeah, not even the playoffs, the play-in tournament. I said they wouldn't make that. Yeah, Matt even has the video right
Check it
there,
out. Check it out.
the reel we made. So as I was saying, right, I said that the Los Angeles Lakers would not make the play-in tournament, and well, yesterday, they clinched the play-in spot and have a really good chance of making the playoffs in general too. So at the end of the day, I'm an idiot.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
To any Lakers fans watching this, I'm sorry. To LeBron, AD, and them, I'm sorry. I was familiar. Vanderbilt, I'm sorry. D'Lo, I'm sorry. Like everybody, I'm sorry. Even Austin Reeves, you cold, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the whole roster, to the whole organization too. You know, I don't know. I don't know if it was the bias in me, being a Celtics fan, me saying that, but hey, I was wrong. The Lakers are a good team. I don't know their exact record since the trade deadline, but they've been one of the better teams in the whole
18-9. 18-9. Slight 18-9. Slight.
Off of the dome. Off of the dome.
Slight. Oh, I
Now,
mastered
you
That's
act
a real
like you
fan
would
right
know that
there,
if it was
man.
the Knicks.
I probably would.
Yeah.
I masturbate to it every day. I'm not ashamed.
Whoa.
Bro, we're not even like 5 minutes in, man. Come
Here's
on.
the thing, though. Here's the thing. Dibo, I don't know why you apologized. I don't know why Danny also went off.
Got paid Danny.
but here's the thing. Is that I mean we're starting to talk basketball every week. We're definitely talking about it every day in our group chat. So it's like there's gonna be times when you're wrong and there's gonna be times when you're right. Like it's expected to be wrong. You're not gonna talk about ball once a day every week and for all the years, for all 365 days and come out with zero mistakes. I mean, I wouldn't apologize.
I mean, I do it every day. I do it every day, every year. I've never been wrong about anything.
Examples? Anybody got examples off the top of the dome?
Because there isn't any.
Dibo, I know you have one.
Hey, there isn't any. There just isn't any.
Oh, that the Thunder would suck this year.
Oh,
The Thunder aren't good.
Wow.
No, that's not crazy. That's what the hell.
What was I supposed to say?
All right.
Well, I tried.
Yeah,
Man.
I'm just the
All
goat.
right.
That's why I'm the only one with a W in my name.
Owen has one.
Y'all know what I meant, bro. You know what I meant, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I meant.
Hey, but for real though, can we move on to our episode today?
Yeah, Dibo, your apologies over. Let's
Yeah.
move on, dude.
Yeah. So, playing tournament, man. Woo! Let's get it. Hey, how we feeling right now? How we feeling?
I thought that it was a well-coordinated event to do it the day before the play-in. I thought it was a very wise strategy, but I'm excited for the play-in. I don't think I have any crazy hot takes. I think most of my picks are consensus picks, but I'm excited. I'm excited to watch the play-in.
Yeah, I think there's pretty clear-cut favorites.
I concur with those statements.
Yeah, because one of your team is one of the clear-cut favorites there, Danny.
How funny would it be if they don't make it, though?
Dude, I've ran that situation through my head, and I would just be dying of laughter.
How many memes
I
is
would
Danny
too,
sending in the
me
chat?
especially.
I have memes ready on both sides. If we win, if we lose, I showed Matt one of them today.
Yeah, Danny showed me. He has memes ready for both.
You guys think that I just come up with no, man. I think about this shit days in advance because I already have what's gonna happen like planned out in my mind. I told you guys whenever the Lakers play on national TV, we get exposed by random. What do? We got exposed by fucking Norman Powell that day.
Norman Powell is random.
Well, he's basically a random. I mean, it's Norman Powell.
Casual.
No disrespect. I know Norman Powell, you're watching this, but you're not him, you know?
Casual.
Hey, I don't think the Lakers aren't saying that to him. I think the Lakers are saying, you are him.
You are him, Norman Powell. He's not a they, them. He's him. I keep this back.
Yikes.
All right. But let's rewind back to yesterday, too. So the last day of the regular season happened. Lots of weird stat lines. It was basically glorified 24-hour fitness ball. But hey, man, it was fun. Shout out Peyton Pritchard, got triple-double against the Hawks, man.
I saw that.
I don't know why I watched that game, but you know.
Dibo, what was your favorite?
There was other weird stat lines too. I know Kenneth Lofton Jr. got a 40 ball, 40-point double.
Yeah, that's wild.
42 and 14. 42 and 14.
Crazy.
What about Udonis Haslem, dude?
Ooh, that's a good one.
My goat.
UD had a great day. Shout out to
UD 42.
The OG, man. Shoot, salute.
What's the Miami area code?
305.
Isn't that call him down there? Isn't that his nickname?
No, that's D Wade. No. Don't they call D Wade Mr. 305? Oh, nigga, that's Pitbull.
He called it, yeah. He gave
Mr. 305, Mr. Worldwide.
I swear UD gets the same nickname.
No.
His Insta handle is
UD40. Respect Pitbull.
What's his Insta?
UD40.
Is that how old he is?
No, he's 42.
UD is 42 and still hooping?
Yeah, he's still catching lobs.
Holy cow.
To be honest, it was against Dwayne Bacon. Don't count.
But I mean, it's like it's crazy how quick people are to forget that like the people who are watching on TV are just the freakiest of athletes in the world. Like
I think that today was a great example. Or I mean, not today, but yesterday and yesterday's slate of games was a great example of why we need to extend the league. We need to become a 32-team league.
Oh, for sure.
There's way too much talent in the league. Like Cam Thomas should not be a bench player. Emmanuel Quickly should not be a sixth man. I mean, we've seen how good he's been as a starter this year. Austin Reeves. I mean, people are saying for him to get a lot of money and a lot of opportunity. Like, there's so much talent in the league, and it's like it's hidden on all these rosters. And I mean, I would play Xavier Tillman over Kenny Lofton, but like, I think Kenny Lofton should get a chance on an NBA team.
Yeah, I was actually talking about that. Oh shit! All right. I was talking about that. I was like saying, you move Memphis to the East and then add a team in Vegas and a team in Seattle, and I think that's like the best way to do it.
Seattle has to get a team. If they expand, Seattle has to get a team. I think.
For sure.
We'll get the Supersonics back, but
the Seattle will get the Sonics, and then Vegas would get whatever.
Vegas though, Vegas isn't good. I don't think Vegas is building anymore though, because they built the stadium for the Raiders, and then I don't know if you've seen they're building like some type of crazy dome or something, and it costs the city like a ton of money, and they're like we don't even want it, and it's not even finished building.
Bro, it's Vegas. They'll figure it out.
They'll figure it out, bro. It's Vegas.
They love money.
They'll
I promise you, Matt, if they put an NBA team in Vegas, the economy would thrive even more there. That's just another event to do along with everything.
How long till the Raiders or LA Basketball Club team member becomes Calvin Ridley 2.0? If that's the case, though. Do you get my question?
Oh, like if a player goes there and starts gambling and shit?
Mm-hmm. How long?
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I'll give it 2 months.
Dibo, don't you have a crippling gambling addiction?
No, I don't. Never
Something
gambled
that
in
a
my life.
Gambler would say.
Never gambled in my life.
But my favorite stat line.
My phone.
Hold on. Back to yesterday's games. My favorite stat line had to be Mac McClung. Had a 29 and 9.
He had a
was 1 rebound and 1 assist away from a triple-double, and he came off the bench.
Chris Dunn did that shit yesterday too.
Yeah, and y'all really ate into me when I said Mac McClung has a place in the league.
Place on the bench, for sure.
Place on the bench?
For sure.
I mean, is there any racial bias with that?
Bro, I'm white.
Is there?
I'm white. No, because I like Austin Reeves. I literally said I think Austin Reeves should get bigger opportunity.
He's a Laker.
I talk all the time about Isaiah Hardenstein. I'm bigger on Jokic than most of the other people in our group chat. There's not a lot of white hoopers off the top.
Christian Brown.
JJ, I was shouting out Christian Brown the other day. JJ Redick's one of my favorite players. I love listening to his podcast. By the way, I have a story for us. So as you guys know, I'm sure you follow Lunchroom Debates. Shout out to you guys. We hit 500 followers. Big round of applause. But one thing that's been working well on TikTok, and Dibo will know this, is like reposting viral clips from like other podcasts. But like we catch them before they go viral. Right, Dibo?
Yeah.
So I was listening to the JJ Redick podcast, the one he had with Richard Jefferson. Andrew was like, dang, this was a good podcast. Like, you should listen. So I tune in. I'm listening, and I hear him say the part like, Dre, you would get fucking dominated by Shaq. We all did. I remember hearing that part. I was like, nah, that clip's not great. And then it went viral the next day. It was on ESPN and everything the next day. So we missed out. And I regret it.
I know we're getting a little bit like not staying on the same track, but the Timberwolves list Karl-Anthony Towns as doubtful for tomorrow's game due to a right calf strain.
No way, bro. Like breaking news?
Excuse me. No. Question.
Could you imagine if they rest what if they like rest all the starters and save them for the second game at home and they're like,
no, Cat's not gonna play. No.
No, that's just terrible.
That's horrible. No.
Damn, bro. Why y'all trolling, man?
That's horrible.
That's crazy. But speaking on the Timberwolves, I wanted to get into the Rudy Gobert situation.
Yeah, please.
So we've all seen the clip, right? Gobert and Kyle Anderson during the timeout, they have an argument. And then out of nowhere, Gobert just punches Anderson in the chest. And then the two had to be separated. Danny, why are you laughing?
Bro, because it's funny. You let Baguette Biyombo punch you.
Right, he sneaked him.
It's still funny, bro. I think the funniest part about that whole thing is Taurean Prince pretending to play peacemaker, but in reality, he went ahead and
shoved the shit out of Rudy Gobert. Yeah, that shit was funny as hell. I thought what was super funny about that is Gobert threw the punch and then immediately started backing up. like he's so scared, but like he threw that shit and then took like 5 steps backward.
Shout out Gobert.
Yeah,
right. That man Kyle Anderson did not back down, bro. That man, Kyle Anderson, didn't even flinch at that punch. That punch had some sissy in it.
Yeah, it did have some
sissy in it.
Yeah. That's some sissy in it.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
And then what? Like a couple minutes later, Jaden McDaniels punched and broke his hand.
Jesus Christ.
He has a fractured hand.
That's the biggest loss for the T-Wolves.
That was
the rest of the year.
Not for real, bro. We're going to guard LeBron tomorrow. We're going to guard LeBron tomorrow, bro.
Taurean Prince.
It probably is Taurean Prince.
Oh my God!
This man Danny just
LeBron's gonna be there to have a meal, man.
Right.
Bro, he's doing the burger.
Taurean's putting on the clamps.
Right. So, from that event, Gobert got the 1-game suspension, meaning he won't play in tomorrow night's game versus the Lakers, but he'll be back for the play either the second game of the play-in tournament or the start of the first round if the Timberwolves make it through.
So the second round, so the second game of the play-in.
The second game of the play-in. Yeah.
Laker game.
So, yeah. All right. So the question I have right now for you guys is this really, how big of a deal is this?
It's a big deal for me. It's actually a decent deal to me. Because here's why. The one consistent thing with the Lakers this season is that they haven't, and Danny can attest to this, they haven't got consistent production out of LeBron and AD when they're on the court together, at least with the new team. So, for example, right, LeBron will have a great offensive performance, he'll be helped with D'Lo's 25, but this is the game where Anthony Davis has like 6 shot attempts, right? So I think that since Rudy Gobert is down, Cat is a much worse defender than Rudy. I know Rudy's having a down season on defense, but we can all agree. And I think that having Rudy Gobert out means Cat is playing the defense on AD. AD's going to be aggressive. AD's going to score there. We already said Braun is going to be guarded by Taurean Prince, Anthony Edwards. Either way, I like that matchup. You still will have D'Lo. You still have Malik Beasley. I think it's a really big thing not to have Rudy actually.
Well,
yeah.
You can go ahead on.
I mean, I was effectively just going to echo what he was saying. Rudy Gobert with Nas Reed out just holds that defense together for sure, and especially now that Jaden Mack's out too. I mean, that's just it's a rough look for the T-Wolves right now. I wouldn't be surprised if the Lakers blow them out.
You know what this reminds me of when Dibo asked that question? You guys might have to pull this up for a little reel or something, but a few years ago on First Take, Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless were asked this question about Thiago Splitter. He's not playing. And they both just laughed about it. And that's exactly what I thought of. Because, I mean, Rudy Gobert, to me, he's just Thiago Splitter. I mean, he wouldn't have made an impact whether he was there, whether he wasn't there, man. I mean, it's Rudy Gobert, bro. I mean, what's that going to do?
Rudy Gobert's a multiple-time DPOY winner, man.
Do we care?
Bro,
do we care?
Man is one of the best defensive players of his generation, bro.
Do we care?
He's only in the league because he's tall.
I concur. I concur with that. Have y'all seen Rudy Gobert do between the legs dribble?
Yeah, he went crazy one time, and then he went crazy against the Thunder, and then he had a pass that was a turnover.
Oh yeah, didn't he run the break that one time? Did a mean Euro and then airball the layup?
Like behind the back spin move to an airball.
Oh
yeah.
Shout out Gobert.
He only in the league because he's tall.
I concur with that statement. I really do.
I think you can say that, but I think not having him is a big absence.
No, for sure.
How about this? Would you rather have Jake Layman or Rudy Gobert be in your rotation?
Who? No, I'm playing.
Exactly. Yeah. You would rather have somebody that you know the name of.
The only reason we know the name of is because of the bad publicity.
No, I mean you would know Rudy's name if he's a 3-time DPOY All-Star, all defense.
Sure, but Rudy's a lot bigger than he should be because of what he's done that it doesn't pertain to basketball.
Then inflated ass DPOYs too, man. We don't give a fuck about
for real.
Bro, wait, no, hold on, bro. That man Jake. Wait.
He deserved at least one.
Wait, bro. I just looked at. Wait. I just looked it up just now, bro. This man Jake Layman a free agent, bro. You know, on the team.
Oh, he's not even on the team anymore. So who's gonna be their backup big? I know Jake Layman.
Yeah, that Nas Reed shit really hurts them.
Yeah, the Nas Reed.
He's out too.
Crazy, bro.
They have Luka Garza.
Oh,
they do have Luka Garza.
AD.
Iowa, shout out.
AD, gotta eat. I already talked to AD the other day.
Yeah, except AD got rid of the braids.
AD did what? He got rid of the braids. Oh, yeah. I think braids it until game time tomorrow. I'll get the braids in. Bro.
No, I don't think so. He gonna play with the fro and hit a game winner like he did on the Nuggets.
He had the braids in when he hit the game winner.
Did he?
Yep.
Swear.
Bro, wait, hold on. So I'm on ESPN.com right now, and this is their current depth chart for their bigs. So at the 4, it's Taurean Prince and Kyle Anderson. Then at the 5,
you're right, Danny.
It's Luka Garza and Nathan Knight.
Oh, Nathan Knight won't play over Luka Garza.
You know who that is, bro. Don't act like you know who that is.
No, Nathan Knight can actually stretch.
What skin color?
Don't test Matt on his role players. Don't test Matt on his.
Look at his 3-point percentage, Dibo. Look at his 3-point percentage. He's a good 3-point shooter.
Matthew?
A center who's a 3-point shooter. I'm calling it right now. That's something you want to guess if you didn't know the player.
Don't get Matt started on his role players.
His career average from 3 is 27.
No, this season. I have not watched it this season. This season, I said this season.
Come on, bro.
Come on. Wait. Okay.
I said this season. I did say that.
Okay. So yeah, but okay. It's 37%, but off like 0.6 attempts.
Bro, I literally said this season.
That's like Zeke Naji shooting 50% a couple seasons ago.
Come on.
Hey, all I'm saying is the one game I watched him, he kind of went off. So I figured it was going to be high.
Bro, the last time he hit a 3 was in February.
Was it against the Bulls?
Last time he hit a 3 was in February.
Was it against the Bulls?
It was against the Nuggets.
Damn, I'm surprised Owen didn't know his name.
Bro, the last time, bro, no. Okay, so I looked up the game you're talking about for the Bulls, right? Mm-hmm. So this was his stat line: 16 points in 26 minutes. He went 6 for 8 from the field, and it hit 1 out of 2 threes.
Solid game from the line.
Yeah, that's 50%.
But it was in a blowout game though.
Yeah, that was like a 50-point game. Or no, but they gave up 150 to the Timberwolves, which was, I think that's how many points the Timberwolves had that game. Which I thought that was going to be the most points scored this season, and then the Kings and the Clippers.
Clippers happened, yeah.
All right, but let's stop trolling on Nathan Knight real quick, man.
But I called it, did I not? 37% from a center is good. It's quality.
Bro, he doesn't even shoot 1-3 a game.
I'm sorry. Did I say what was he averaging this season? And then it was a positive percentage above league average. I don't make the rules. I just enforce.
Yeah, just because he shoots 37% on such a low attempt, that doesn't mean he's going to be taking them in the game.
Okay. All right. We're done here.
My green light.
On. Bro, please.
Yeah, Steve Kerr's green light.
All right, please. Okay, I got one more question, and then we can move on to the other stuff. So, relating to Gobert again, is the Rudy Gobert trade to the Timberwolves the worst trade in NBA history?
Absolutely. Or in recent memory.
Looking at it from where it is today. Hold up. Can I ask you a question before I answer this? Do we count what the picks turn into? Like, with hindsight, do we count what
it doesn't matter, bro?
No, bro. Nah, no.
Okay, then yes. Because otherwise, I would have said the Brooklyn Celtics trade, where the 2 picks turn into Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. If we don't know what the picks turn into, like if all we see is it's an unprotected for this year and this year, and we don't know what the picks will convey and who they draft with them, then it has to be the Timberwolves.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter, though, because you look at this, the 2023, 25, 27 first rounder, and then the top 5 protected first round in 2029. Like, and along with 5 players, that's disastrous, dude.
Yeah,
I mean, that's terrible for a player that can't score a bucket.
Yeah,
you got to look at team success, bro. Think about it. Like, realistically, the Timberwolves might not make the playoffs this year. It's a possibility that like they could not make it, right? Let's say if they lose to the Lakers tomorrow. They lose tomorrow to the Lakers, and then let's say the Pelicans beat them this time at home, right?
Which could happen. Could happen.
It really could happen. It really could happen because they almost beat them last time. They almost beat them. Who's going to be guarding Brandon Ingram? Torian Prince again? Really?
Lou Dort in the first round.
I mean, let's just be for real. Like, I think they're going to end up trading him in the offseason anyway. I think he's gone in the offseason anyway.
He's gone.
Gobert.
No, it's going to be Cat. Because you're not getting you're not getting any value for Gobert. What value are you getting for Gobert on the
what value are you getting from Gobert on the court?
Oh, that's valid.
But you're getting more value.
Rim protection.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Only 70 blocks this season?
Come on, man. Come on, man. How many games did Gobert play? How many games did Gobert play? I need to
y'all really do not like this man, bro.
I hate Gobert.
Yes, bro. He's shown no improvement since he came in the league.
Bro. Yeah, bro, he went from a project player to
a project player.
Winner.
Nah, that's not
so bad. Okay, but Danny, the question my answer to that question is that he played 70 games.
And did what?
Like what, 78 blocks or something like that?
Bro, this man Gobert was out there because they got to put 5 players on the court at a time. Let's just keep it a stack, man. That's the only.
They had no depth, and they had no depth because they lost all of it in the trade.
Yeah, 5 players in 4 picks. Like that, they gave up more for Rudy Gobert than Phoenix did for Kevin Durant.
That's true. That's kind of that's true.
He put up 13 and 12 double. And average 1.5 block. That's
7 foot
what's the
2.
Field goal percentage, by the way.
Are you saying all these numbers like we care?
What was the field
66 from the field.
Okay, at least he's doing that.
Yeah, but those are all lobs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At least he's but I'm saying at least he's averaging what a center should average, like efficiency wise.
Yeah, he's a running dunk center, man.
He's not. He's a catch dunk.
You know how I know it was a bad trade? Because like right away in the chat, I think this was one of the only times that the whole group chat has agreed. Oh, they fleeced. They fleeced. The Jazz fleeced. The Jazz won the trade. Everybody in the group chat said it right away.
Bro, that man Danny Ainge, bro. I mean, I don't know how Danny Ainge did it, man. I really don't.
By the way, wasn't Danny Ainge the one to do it to Brooklyn too?
Yep.
Yes, he did.
The best GMs ever. Hey, but he got fleeced by Rob Pelinka.
He got fleeced by the Cavs.
I think I might get suspended for 6 months.
What's his name? He got fleeced by the Cavs GM too. I mean, Cardano.
Who?
That wasn't a fleece.
I think it was. I mean, Laurie's turned into
something.
Laurie's turned into something, but Donovan Mitchell's kind of crazy. Like they got
to. We've been
all NBA first team. Dog said kind of crazy. Yeah, he's a top 5 player in the NBA.
It's not ridiculous.
According to All NBA. According to All NBA.
Better than Curry, because Curry would have been on All NBA if he played the games.
Yeah, but All NBA takes into account games played.
Not this year. It's not counting it. And I don't even think that Steph's going to make first team this year.
No Draymond?
What are you looking at, Dibo?
Effect? No Draymond effect?
It's nothing. Bro. All right. Should we move on to the next segment?
Yeah.
Ooh,
I think this one was a good segment.
All right. All right. So for this one, I'm gonna let Matt cook with this. So
all right. So we had an idea, right? Playoffs are about to start. We're making our play-ins later in this episode, right after this segment. So we thought, look, the teams that are seeded 11 through 15 in both conferences, we're not going to talk about them for the next month or two. Like, let's be real. Like, we're talking playoffs because, I mean, that's the most interesting thing. That's what we want to talk about. I don't want to talk about I want to talk about the Houston Rockets and San Antonio Spurs over the Western Conference Finals. Like, we're going to be talking about playoffs. So we thought it would be a smart idea, kind of nice idea, to each talk about one team that didn't make the playoffs or play in, that we kind of liked watching this year, and now we have high hopes for, or that we just want to talk about. So with that being said, Owen, will you start us off?
I'll name my team, but I think we should go around and say the teams to make sure we're not all going to talk about the same team.
Just say your team.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Portland Trailblazers.
I didn't have the Portland Trailblazers.
I don't know. They're an interesting team for me.
I'm gonna go with the Dallas Mavericks.
Oh yeah, okay, good one.
All right, but Owen, explain yours.
I thought we were all gonna go.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, okay. I had the Detroit Pistons.
Okay.
Cook, Matt.
I'll be cooking shortly. Dibo, who's your team?
My team, I'll go with the Orlando Magic.
Okay, so we didn't all say this.
Hey, thank God nobody wanted to talk about the bum-ass Rockets and Jalen Green. Thank God.
Hey, but speaking of the Rockets, do we want to talk about Steven Silas getting fired?
Yeah, let's talk about him. He's ass. He's gone. Boom. That's all they had to say.
I agree. Move on. Owen, why did you choose
Danny valid. He living up to the name. he living up to the name on the screen.
He do.
But yeah, no. So the Portland Trailblazers are an interesting team for me. I mean, it came out or in the group chat yesterday about how you think Chauncey Billups is going to get fired. And I said something about how I don't think coaching is the problem in Portland. And I don't know. The more I've seen it and the more I've watched the Blazers, I almost think the way they build around Dame might be the problem.
Oh, 100% is. 100%.
So yeah, I'm interested to see if they're going to do anything to change it next season. Because, it seems like they're trying to do what the Mavs do with Luka, just run the whole entire offensive scheme through him. But I don't think they're doing it to an effective extent like Luka is or like they are doing it with Luka, because I don't think Dame is the player Luka is. So I think that's something I'm interested in seeing next year.
I mean, I think Dame can be the best player on the championship team. I just don't think they've assembled the championship team with him. I mean, you look back, even the furthest he made it, right? The Western Conference Finals. Who was his starting power forward? Any guesses?
Myers Leonard. No, Zach Collins. Zach Collins. Is Zach Collins?
Yeah, it was Al-Farouq. Yeah.
Al-Farouq Aminu with Evan Turner as their sixth man. And I don't even remember their third man. And that should say something because it's me. Right? And they had Nurkic at center. We know you need an above average rim protecting center in the playoffs. It's just facts. So they never.
No, Nurkic ain't playing in the playoffs that year. He
bro's so fragile, bro. God damn.
Who was their center then?
Enes Kanter.
Oh,
Enes Freedom Kanter.
It was Ramadan Enes. It was Ramadan Enes. Or Enes.
Yeah, ESPN told that story every single game the Blazers played.
Every single game.
Yeah, that was all they could talk about because the Blazers were just boring to watch.
But on top of also never getting him, I mean, CJ's never been an all-star, which I think he should be at least once. But they always had two undersized guards who can't defend. Dame can't defend, CJ can't defend. And now what do they have? Anthony Simons, another undersized guard who can't defend. So it's they've never constructed a good team around him, I think. And then two, they said they want to run it back next year. And they think this year was only because of injuries that they didn't make the playoffs. But kind of news for you.
That's a joke.
Every team had injuries this year. Every single team had injuries this year.
No, and it's what you're saying, you don't think they've ever built a team. Yeah, I don't think they've given him I don't think they've given any of the players around Dame enough of a chance to even build them up. If they were planning on taking the people they have right now and building around Dame, the way they have the team constructed and how they're doing everything through Dame at the moment, it's they're not allowing the other players to get good enough to help Dame out.
Mm. I mean, I would say that's true. I mean, I do see though, I think Anthony Simons has turned into a good player, and he was
for sure.
So I think Shaden Sharp's going to be really good. I think he has a lot of potential.
He's athletic as can be.
He's super athletic. And then, I mean, Zach Collins is obviously the big bust. Zach Collins is such a bust for them.
Trash.
He had a good year in San Antonio, though, man.
He did. He did have a good year.
He had a career year.
But, I mean, I don't know. I said this when we did our trade deadline episode. I thought they should have traded Anthony and the pick for OG if it was available.
What?
Just because of this, though. Just because of this. And this was my rationalization. I think it's a bad trade. I myself think it's a bad trade. But Portland has said that they want to keep Dame. Dame said he's not there for the rebuild. So if Dame is the timeline, why are you keeping this young guard who we know won't work with him? Get OG a good wing defender who can defend. That was my only thinking for the play or for the trade.
I don't know about that one, Jim.
I think Portland loses the trade, but I think if you're building around Dame and Dame is your timeline, we want to win a championship, it's Dame time. Why would you not make a win now move?
A big three of Dame, OG, and Jeremy Grant. How many wins?
It's not getting you anywhere, but Portland would roll it out. You know Portland would roll it out.
Yeah, that's
playing special, man. Playing special.
Yeah, they would have made the play-in this year. What the fuck?
Portland would roll that out. You know they would.
I mean, they're not even like gonna try to. They said that if they get a lottery pick, unless it's the number 1 pick, they're gonna trade it. Shout out Shams. Y'all need to put that on the reel.
Facts.
Shameless plug. Shameless plug. You know, me and Shams go way back. You know, but they don't. I don't know what the hell they're trying to cook up there in Portland, man. I personally think that the owner's on meth.
But is Portland
allegedly?
Okay. Okay. But is Portland like the Washington Wizards of the West?
Ooh,
absolutely.
Yeah, that's actually a good comp.
That's a good comp right there.
Well done, Owen. Well done.
Appreciate it.
That's a good comp.
Hey, no, I got thing. In the mid-season tournament next season, that's gonna be the final. Blazers versus Wizards. Can't wait, man. Can't wait.
Hey, at least Dame will win a trophy for once.
I can't just take shots at Dame. Why don't we?
No, man, he won bubble MVP though.
That was an award.
Yeah, you forgot about that.
You won bubble MVP.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that. He was going crazy.
He won the 3-point contest.
He was going crazy.
He did win the 3-point contest. Respect Damian Lillard's legacy.
But realistically, if you had anyone else winning that 3-point contest, you're delusional. But
yeah, he was the heavy favorite.
Kayvon Herter?
Yeah, bust of the 3-point contest participant.
But All-Star Weekend was trash. Don't remind me of that.
What?
Yeah, All-Star Weekend sucked this year.
Bro, that dunk contest was fire. What?
That dunk contest, it was okay.
That dunk contest was good. Don't even play it.
Dunk contest was good. 3-point contest was good. Celebrity game was all right. It was pretty much
watch the fucking celebrity game. Stop.
Bro, this man always watches the celebrity game. I don't know.
It was a Friday.
I watched the celebrity game, bro.
Did Lizzo participate? Wait a minute.
Stop.
Wait a minute.
I wanted to see her though.
If Dibo, do you want to tell your viewers about your obsession?
No.
I like Lizzo. It's cool.
You like her music? Or you like
she's
something
a very she's an attractive lady for
Jesus.
You know, a confident woman. She's a confident woman.
We all have our types.
Don't hate on the man.
Game is game.
All right, Danny, talk about your team.
I might be saying something else if we weren't recording. I'm a company man.
Danny, talk about your team.
Yeah.
Your turn.
The Dallas Mavericks, owned by Mark Aguirre Cuban. It's definitely his real name. Didn't just make it up.
Mark Aguirre's Mavericks legend, but he's not.
I was waiting for one of you guys to catch it. I was waiting for something.
So you know about Mark Aguirre, but not Kevin Johnson?
Mark Aguirre. Come on now. Mark Aguire's him.
How don't you know about Kevin Johnson, but you know about Mark Aguirre? Well, Mark Aguirre went deeper.
I don't know. I honestly don't have an excuse for that. Yeah, but he didn't know. He knew about Kevin Johnson and not Mark Aguirre because I saw him looking. Yeah, I saw him looking at his computer to look up. So he doesn't know Mark Aguirre.
I was surprised you knew that, bro.
But anyway,
excuse me.
I seen this the other day. I can't remember where I saw it, but did you guys ever watch that movie Bedazzled by chance?
Nah.
So basically, the whole point of Bedazzled, right, is this guy gets a genie or some shit, right, and she grants him with any wish that he wants, right, like all the time. So he's like, oh, I want to be a rock star. But every time that she gives him a wish, she like trolls him. She like goofs him up. So he becomes a rock star and he gets bitches, but then he has a micro penis, right? so I know people are saying like, what am I cooking, right? The thing is, what
are you cooking?
We all asked Mark Cuban. We said, please, Mark Cuban, please get Luka some help, please. Got Luka some help, and it came at the cost of whatever other depth they even had, like, which was very small. They had to get rid of every depth piece they had to get Kyrie Irving, and they missed the play-in tournament. So he got him help, theoretically. He got him, a top 15 basketball player in the world? But at what cost? The Mavs got bedazzled.
That was a good analogy.
Yeah, I know everybody was saying, what was I cooking? But I cooked a little.
Took a while.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny that Owen said it in the chat.
I don't know what the fuck you were cooking at the beginning, but yeah, that was a good analogy, Danny.
What's the deal with micro weed, bro?
You know what I find more ironic of it all? How it all could have been avoided if they made one decision during the regular season. Anybody know what I'm referencing?
Oh, God.
Trade Luka to the Lakers.
No. Paying Jalen Brunson $57 million for 4 years. Does somebody want to do the math for me and figure out how much that is per year? I think if I'm going off the top of my dome, it's going to be about like 12 point something. No?
You said 57 in 4 years?
How the hell is that 12?
It'll be like 12.
Oh, man, you do not know math because that
it's like 14.
14
mil. 14. Yeah.
14. My bad. But you're not willing to pay Jalen Brunson $14 million during the regular season, which we all know that Jalen Brunson blew up after the playoffs. But even back then, I think we knew Jalen Brunson was worth that kind of money. I mean, just the way that once he was inserted into that starting lineup.
You said he blew up after the playoffs, didn't he have like that emergence? Yeah.
But that's what I meant.
Okay, I was like, Luka was gone and he was hooping. He dropped like 40.
Yeah, he dropped 40 against the Jazz, and then they won the conference finals. But what I'm saying is, like, they could have paid him that money. That Luka and him had good chemistry. They worked well together. And instead they didn't want to pay him. And then they also didn't want to match him this summer. And it all could have been avoided by like just paying your players right away. And this is one thing I'm actually curious to see now, is if this is going to start a new trend of locking up your players, even if it means we're trading him. Like, we're not going to let him go. We'll trade him, but we have to get something back. Because we saw, as Danny mentioned, the Mavericks lost a lot of depth without him. They had Spencer Dinwiddie and Dorian Finney-Smith as their 2 and 3 best players because they lost Jalen Brunson. And then they had to make a desperate move, and now you're seeing the downfalls. So I'm interested to see if it means teams are going to re-sign their players.
Right, and speaking on that, them not paying Jalen Brunson, the owner, Mark Cuban, he has a history of not paying key guys on the Mavs roster. So going all the way back to the early 2000s, Steve Nash was on the Mavericks, right? Him and Dirk, they were consistently a 50-win team. And then Steve Nash won a new contract extension. But Cuban was like, nah, man, we don't want to pay you. And so what happened? He went to Phoenix. And Phoenix, of course, they won a bunch of games for the rest of the decade. And later on, Tyson Chandler, one of the best defensive bigs in the league, right, was a big part of the Mavs winning that championship back in 2011, right? And so that was his contract year 2 as well. He wanted to stay in Dallas, Tyson Chandler. And so what does Mark Cuban do? He lets him walk. And so Chandler goes to the Knicks. The Knicks become one of the best teams in the East. And then Chandler wins Depoy that season. And
yeah, so, but let Mark Cuban cook, though. 7 years after Steve Nash was traded to
7 years.
So it's 7 years after they won a championship. Let Cuban cook.
Let him cook. Let him cook. Shout out Mark Cuban. For that reason, I'm out.
Hey, I'm just saying he has a history of being cheap. That's what I'm saying.
How do rich people stay rich?
He does the same shit on Shark Tank. That's what I was saying. For that reason, I'm out. That's all he says, bro. The whole fucking show. This man never invests in anything.
Yeah, you remember that one episode? The one episode where he just straight up offered to buy the company.
I remember seeing that. I remember seeing the reels on it.
He goes there, shits on their company, and then goes, for that reason, I'm out. And then just sits back like this.
Yeah. And then he'll just like occasionally throw a jab at all the other sharks.
And then he'll throw them like the most bullshit offer too. It's like, bro, what are you doing?
With the royalties and the percentages.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
All right, Matt, let's talk about your Pistons.
Yeah, so here's my thing with the Pistons. I want to give a big shout out to Troy Weaver, the GM over there. What he's done is crazy because when he took over his first offseason, he brought in Jeremy Grant and Mason Plumlee on big contracts, and we were all like, what the fuck is this dude doing? And 2 years later, he now has Cade Cunningham, who looks like he could be a franchise cornerstone. Jaden Ivey, who looks like he could be something in this league. Jalen Durant has a lot of potential. They've taken low risk, high reward on guys like Marvin Bagley, who's looked kind of decent. Like he could actually have like decent minutes coming off the bench in this league. Same with James Wiseman. He could be a backup big. Isaiah Stewart's been a good draft pick. I wish they kept Sadiq Bey, but he's kind of cooking. And I have a prediction. And I don't know if this is a hot take. You guys can let me know. I think they're making the play-in next year.
Well, I don't think that's a hot take.
I think like 10-9 seed play-in.
Again, no, I mean, we saw little beams of light poking through this season, and that's without Cade Cunningham. I think he comes back. Hopefully he can come back perfectly healthy. Mm-hmm. And then I think the Pistons are something to look out for sure.
Who do you think is going to be the next coach for the Pistons? I know Steven Silas left. Dwayne Casey also left. I think he quit on the team.
Chauncey Billups. Chauncey Billups.
For that reason, I'm out. For that reason,
Chauncey Billups. Let's get it. Chauncey Billups, Mr. Big Shot. Come on now.
No.
Pistons legend. Let's go.
Oh, that would actually kind of be cool. Do
you want to see Mike D'Antoni?
We don't want to see that. We do not want to see
that. No, I'd rather see D'Antoni in Houston than Detroit. I'd rather see D'Antoni in Houston than Detroit.
Bro, D'Antoni's not getting a job again. What do you keep saying D'Antoni, bro? He's not.
I wish he would. I wish he would. I'm a big D'Antoni fan.
Okay, but
he's good for the game.
Wait, Matt, but why would D'Antoni, if he were to come back to coaching, why would he, in his return as a head coach, why would he go to a rebuilding team?
Cook, Dibo, cook.
Well, when you remember, the Rockets weren't the Rockets a rebuilding team when he took them, or no?
But that was 10 years ago.
No, they already had James Harden.
Dog,
James Harden was young back then. James Harden was young back then. What year did he take over?
No.
What year did he take over?
I think it was 2016.
Was James Harden elite when he took over?
Yes.
Yeah.
James Harden was elite the second he stepped into Houston.
But you don't think he would be down to developing the young talent in an organization in the city?
Bro, dude, that man's 71 years old, bro. He's done. Like, you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't take that job. I'm sorry.
He should have. If he was going to come back, he would have taken the Hawks job. If he was going to take a job and come back, it would have been the Hawks job.
What?
He's shown
George
to make
Karl confirmed.
Nah, he's shown to make guards elite in this league. Steve Nash win both MVPs under him. James Harden obviously had one of the best primes ever. If James Harden wins a ring, it goes down as one of the best primes ever. So if he can pair up with Trae Young, that would have been ideal.
Bro, D'Antoni is currently a coaching consultant with the Pelicans. Bro, I don't think he's going back to being a head coach soon.
No, he was an assistant on Brooklyn. He was an assistant on Brooklyn's bench when Steve Nash was head coach.
So what are you trying to say?
Asian hate is real.
What?
Asian hate? What the fuck?
That means Italian.
He's Italian?
D'Antoni.
Oh shit! I thought.
Jesus.
American Italian, bro. Where are you getting Asian?
Where'd you get Asian from?
I think I got it from the Rockets China Day jerseys.
Bro, they just did that because it was Chinese New Year, bro. What the?
Yeah, it's a sponsorship.
That might have been ignorant. That was ignorant.
What? It's bro. You
Man just randomly said, "Yeah, Mike D'Antoni's Asian."
But no, I thought he should have been head coach when he was in Brooklyn.
Have you seen that mustache? Does that look Asian to you? Come on, man.
D'Antoni, bro. That does not sound like Asian, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's fair.
And on that bombshell, Dibo.
Wait, hold on. Did y'all see these leaked depoy ballots?
What, bro?
Who the fuck voted Draymond Green to get depoy?
Nah, Draymond's been playing nice this year.
Draymond is a top defender in the league.
Draymond?
Hey, he kind of dipped off in quality on that end.
No. Since All-Star break, he's been good. Since All-Star break,
Dibo, you related to Draymond?
How am I related to Draymond?
I'm asking, are you?
No.
Just asking. Maybe nobody else sees it. Maybe nobody else sees it.
All right. Can you move on to my pick?
Yeah, the Magic, dude.
Word, the Orlando Magic, man. Head coach Shao Jamal Mosley got the team playing cohesive ball, organized ball. Franz Wagner looking like a stud, all-star caliber type player. Banchero, he's going to be the rookie of the year most likely. Other pieces as well, such as Wendell Carter Jr., Sean Markelle Fultz too, man. He's been stepping up really. He should get all defensive nods, in my opinion. One of the best defensive guards in the league right now. Who else? Yeah, a lot of young players on that team, man. That I like. A lot of young players on that team. They're gonna make the play-in too next year too, as well.
100%. I see it. If they don't, I'm gonna be upset because we know I'm big on the Magic.
And hopefully they'll make it over teams like Toronto and Washington, because I want to see those teams in the play-in again. It's kind of pointless, so I want Orlando in it.
Yeah, I think the play-in will be good in that sense. I think that in a lot of ways it'll make like these teams like the Thunder that we're seeing this year, and like the Pacers, we saw the Pacers were competing till the very end. Like, I think the 9-10 seeds will kind of be like a good learning boost for the young talent, because they'll be playing high, meaningful games late in the season.
Yeah. But one more thing about Orlando. My issue is with that team is that they need another wing scorer, a guy that can create his own shot, because from the Magic tape I saw this year, they're struggling to get buckets. Pretty much only Wagner and Banchero are the only two guys that can create for themselves. Cole Anthony's cool, but he's a volume scorer. Jalen Suggs, he hasn't really panned out yet, unfortunately. Gary Harris is a 3-and-D wing guy, so I feel like with this upcoming draft, they should really look into getting another scorer to help those two guys.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is completely hypothetical. I don't think they'll be able to pull off a trade, but is Cam Thomas the perfect fit for them?
Cole Anthony does the same shit. Just keep Cole Anthony.
No, that's actually a bad take.
That's bad, Dibo. That's poor journalism right there. That's
bro, what? Why would I trade for Cam Thomas?
Cam Thomas is much more of a pure first scorer. He's way bigger. So he can actually play the two, and he can affect the game without scoring better than Cole Anthony can.
Bro, that man coming off the bench.
No, I definitely think Cam Thomas would be perfect because, like you said, Dibo, you have the times where the Magic can be struggling to get a bucket. They need that little spark plug that can go out and get them 3 shots in a row, maybe, that can finally get their offense clicking. and then get them back into a game if they fall down by 12, 15.
I don't know about that. I need a guy that's like more of a higher ceiling, man.
Cam Thomas?
Bro,
what is Cam Thomas' ceiling?
Dude,
that's Cole Anthony's ceiling.
What?
The hell is Cole Anthony's ceiling?
Oh, great question.
Well, it's the same type of player, bro.
No.
Cole Anthony ain't never dropping 40 points consistently whenever he gets to play. Now, Cam Thomas isn't going to be doing that, but
that's why they need to expand the league.
Bro, this man Cam Thomas doesn't do anything but score. Cole Anthony at least is like
that's
a playmaker.
Exactly what the Magic need.
Well, that's exactly what they need. They have Markelle Fultz, an all-defensive guard. He can handle the assignments. Franz Wagner can ball handle very well. Paolo Banchero is going to be the one option for his franchise for the next, 15 years. And Wendell's a good defensive anchor. With Jamal Mosley as a good coach. Like, he's exactly what you need.
Did Cam Thomas not have 46 last night?
He did have 46 last night.
Cole Anthony's career high is 37.
Against 60 overalls. What are we on, bro?
Bro, he did
60 overalls.
Yeah, but he did 40-point games 3 times in a row earlier this season.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not like that was a one-off thing.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I'm on Dibo reference right now, man. So here's his past 10ish games. Cleveland, DNP. Cleveland again, DNP. Miami. Brooklyn won that game by 29, bro.
Yeah, that's
DNP
on Brooklyn,
still.
bro.
Well, Orlando, we played 27 minutes. Okay, he had 18 points off 16 shots.
Because Brooklyn,
right, cool.
even after the trade, is still a team that's looking to hopefully do some damage in the playoffs. The Magic are still rebuilding.
Why would we trade a pick for Cam Thomas, bro?
You
wouldn't pick for another young prospect.
You wouldn't trade a pick for Cam, bro. That's delusional.
No.
2 seconds. If it took 2 seconds to get him, would you do it?
Okay, yeah, then fine, but
that's probably what
if you trade a first for Cam Thomas, no.
Would you trade Cole Anthony for Cam Thomas?
Straight up, yes.
No.
And then have Jalen Suggs be your backup one?
No.
I would rather have that.
No.
This is why your fans hate you, Dibo.
Bro, Cole Anthony legit does everything better than Cam Thomas except for scoring, pure scoring ability.
And defend.
Bro, Cole Anthony.
Bro, Cam Thomas is one of the worst defenders in the league, bro. Don't do that. That man's a cone. I'm sorry, he's a cone.
Who?
He is, but you're acting like Cole Anthony's much better.
Bro, he's a respectable, deep defender.
Cole Anthony lost my respect after that bullshit Tim's dunk. That's when he lost my respect. So,
all right.
Well, that leaves us with playing tournament predictions. Huh?
That's what I think. Oh wait, hold on. Also, Dwayne Casey also stepped down too as well. What are our thoughts about that?
God did. That's God right there, man. That's God right there.
Word.
It's the
Owen.
I think the thoughts are similar to with Steven Silas stepping down.
Very similar.
I agree.
So I think we can move on.
All right, I just want to get that out the way. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, we didn't say who their new coach was going to be. For both teams, Frank Vogel will be one of those coaches. Shout out Laker legend coach Frank Vogel. And then the other team, I don't think Ime is going to take a rebuilding job. I don't think that bruh's on that type of timing for real. He's on some. He's always on some different type of timing. Wouldn't you say, Dibo?
Do you think he'll take the Rockets job or no?
Nah, they can't. Well, it's not San Antonio. If it was San Antonio, they can have him down there with the big women in San Antonio. They wouldn't have to worry about him there. I think Houston, they got baddies in Houston, so they can't have him there. Are there bad bitches in Detroit?
But what do you think?
That's why I'm asking. I don't know. I've never been to Detroit.
No.
There's no bad bitches in Detroit, so they can have him in Detroit. He can never coach in LA. He can never coach in LA.
Not Ime, but so I could see, maybe not for these two jobs that are up, but I could see as a Nuggets fan seeing our assistant coach David Adelman. I could see him getting a head coaching job somewhere in the future.
You know what I can see for the Nuggets?
No. Don't even get it.
Breaking news: Mike Malone, head coach of the Denver Nuggets, has been fired after 7 seasons with the team.
Inject that shit in my veins, bro. Inject that shit in my veins. I need that Woj bomb. Breaking news: Coach Michael Malone has been relieved of his duties as head coach effective immediately following their second-round exit from Phoenix. It's coming, guys.
That's crazy to say that.
Owen.
What's up?
How long have I been saying it?
I know you were on that shit on day 1.
I called that shit early. I've been seeing that shit.
I want him gone.
If it comes to fruition, it's my greatest thing.
Yeah, but I just don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see what
Mike Malone getting fired.
No, I don't see it.
All right, we can talk about this if it actually happens.
Yeah, about that another day.
If it actually happens.
But yeah. Let's get to the main event here. Well, you don't know why we're here for this episode, man.
You know why I'm here?
Playing predictions. Let's get it. So, which one do you want to start with first? Which conference? The East or the West?
East. Start with Tuesday.
Start the Boo Conference first.
All right, let's get the shit out the way because both the games are going to be ass. So let's get it.
I feel so bad for those teams because they're all fighting for a chance to get their ass beaten 5 by Milwaukee and Boston. So sad, man.
The Heat are going to beat the Celtics, right?
Huh?
The Heat are going to beat the Celtics, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. The shit show.
I see it. With what Jimmy said today, I see it.
Well, what did Jimmy say?
Danny?
Don't care.
Said,
I don't care.
Fuck Boston, I own them niggas. I remember. He said it vividly. Those were his exact words.
I saw it. I concur.
Yeah, Matt, that's what he said, right?
He said no. I don't think he said.
Oh, so look who does care. Look who does care.
Oh,
I don't think he said that.
Ooh.
Wow.
But all right. Let's get to the first game, the 7v8 matchup, the Heat versus the Hawks. Who you got winning the
Heat? It's gonna be a Heat by 18.
I got Heat as well.
That's just like a preseason game for the game that's after it, but I got the Heat.
Yeah. I mean, the Hawks just so mid with every stat ever to back that up.
I think this is worth noting, guys. The Hawks finished 41-41. They won and lost every other game for the past like 2 months or some shit, right?
Yeah.
They just lost on Sunday. They're due. They're due for a W.
This man Danny built off patterns. Hold on.
They're due for a win.
I don't know if Hawks got that. Man, I
don't know. That's tough, man. Do I go with patterns because life is scripted, or do I go with Jimmy Butler?
I'm gonna have to go against your patterns because that's regular season. Now we're in the play-in.
Yeah, I could have just made it up anyway. I didn't, but I could have.
I
swear to God, I didn't make it up. I swear to God, I didn't make it up. It's actually real, but I got the I got the Heat.
I got the Heat too. I think Jimmy's gonna do what Jimmy does come playoff time, and I think we saw last year like it was really hard for Trae Young to be able to do anything. He went from having Jimmy Butler switched on him to getting a screen and Bam switching on him, and then PJ Tucker switching on him, and then Kyle Lowry switching on him, and he was saying it's the hardest he's ever been guarded since high school.
I can tell you right now, DeJounte Murray's not doing anything against Jimmy Butler.
That was because they didn't have an extra ball handler, though. You know what I'm saying? It was just Trae and only Trae. That's why they went out and they got DeJounte Murray for a play-in game situation like this. So the Heat are significantly worse than what they were last year. They are significantly worse.
100%.
I think there's a much bigger chance that the Hawks have of winning this game than most people want to give them credit for. But I think it's tough. I could really see the Hawks winning this game.
I don't see it. I mean, you can. Of course, you can win. You have Trae Young on your team. Like Trae Young has proved that he can win your game by himself. But I got to take the Heat at home. We know It used to be called the FTX Center. I don't know what it's called anymore.
Bitcoin Arena.
But
not Crypto.com Arena.
But horrible, man. But
horrible.
I think the home crowd, I think Jimmy come playoffs, I think that Miami will get the job done. I also think this is a really important game for Miami because they want to play Boston. I think it's
Boston. I think that's who they want. Yeah, because we all know, even the Boston Celtic fans like Dibo, Bartholomew, Elango, like they're all pussy. You know what I'm saying? So that's I think that's what the Heat see. So I think that's why they want them so bad. But I could really see Atlanta winning it. I'm gonna go with Jimmy Butler though on the Heat. My dog.
Yep.
Yeah, I got the Heat winning this game too. Same script as last year. They're gonna blitz Trae Young, make the other players beat them, and it's not gonna happen. So, and also John Collins. John Collins will play like shit too. So,
you think AJ Griffin will get PT?
Do I fucking care?
It don't matter. They're gonna, bro. It don't matter, man. Like,
not for real.
I got AJ. He's nice. He's a good 3-and-D guy, but no.
Because that's what I'm saying. Because you're saying they're gonna make the other people beat them, but it's like AJ Griffin sometimes is the only dude who can knock down a shot off the bench for them. That's why I wonder if he's gonna get PT.
I don't know. It's John Collins in the playoffs,
bro. John Collins is their third best player, man. It's over.
I think it's DeAndre Hunter now. You don't think he's up here?
That's still
third, fourth. I don't, bro. Miami and one, bro. Next game, please. Next game, man. Let's move.
But then again, who's the Heat's third best? Oh, it's Tyler Hero. Just kidding. The Heat's fourth best player is ass though. Fourth or whatever is ass.
Max Strus, he's a decent player.
No, Max Strus decent.
As your fourth though?
Yeah.
Sure,
Dibo, why are you circumcising your finger?
Wrap it up, bro. Move on to the next game. Wrap it up, bro. I don't want to talk about these East matchups any longer, bro.
All right.
Next, the 9v10 in the East, man. Raptors Bulls.
Yeah, gotta agree with Danny on this one.
Yeah, really could care less, man. That's just
First
gonna
team
be
score 90 wins, man.
It's just Brick Mania, dog.
I got Bulls.
Sure, I got Bulls as well. Me and Danny were talking about it last night. We were playing some FIFA and we were talking about it. And we were like,
I whooped this dude's ass in FIFA, bro. I was whooping your ass in FIFA, Matt. Tell the people about it.
Yeah, I beat you 6-4, and then you rage quit in the second half of the second game.
Fuck, bro. Where did you come up with that, bro? What the fuck?
You whooped my ass in Madden, but don't ever say you beat me in FIFA because that's just not true.
Next question, please.
Anyway, we're gonna get a Fred.
Well, I got Bulls.
Yeah,
I got Bulls too. I guess.
I can see it. Oh, I was gonna say we're gonna get an average Fred VanVleet game, and Pascal might have a good game against Vooch, but I don't think it's gonna be enough.
What's the over/under on air balls for that game?
3.5.
3.5. Oh, we going over. We going over, boy. We going over.
Oh God. I wonder what channel's gonna show the game.
It's TNT.
That's an NBA
I got it right
game,
here.
Bro. That's an NBA TV game, bro. That shit.
Oh, they put it on ESPN.
ESPN. Tomorrow is on TNT. Tomorrow's games are on TNT.
And man, they don't give Mark Jones that game too, man.
RP Black Excellence.
Mark Jones is good. I like Mark Jones. He's quality.
21. Can you do something for me?
What's his catchphrase, Danny? What's his catchphrase after somebody hits
hotter than fish grease?
He's hotter than fish grease.
Yeah.
That's the way.
Evan Herter just put him on a flight like an IG model. I like that one. That one was fire.
Looking like an LA Fitness out here.
That's a good one.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
My predictions for that. Wait.
Oh yeah. Go ahead. My bad.
My prediction for that game. I got the Bulls. They got the better defensive team and the better shot making with the DeRozan and Levine. I think it's going to be the difference. If the Raptors get cold early, it's going to be over for them in a minute. Quickly,
so they will.
Just like that. So, yeah, I got Chicago winning that. And then proceed to get swept by the Bulls. So, yeah. Hey, but without the way, let's move on to the West.
Yeah, we have Chicago beating Atlanta.
Hold on. We'll get into the last games after Western Conference.
Oh, okay.
So we'll do the two last games for both conferences.
Yeah, let's go to the West.
The good conference.
Yeah. All right. 7 and 8 for the West. Lakers versus Timberwolves. Who y'all got?
Danny, go first.
Man, we're about to witness greatness. I really hope we witness greatness, man. I really do. If not, I'm prepared for both sides meme-wise in the group chat, but I really hope I don't have to use my bad memes, you know? I hope that we get a Lakers. I hope we get a Lakers masterclass, man. I think that's what we will get. Then we get a Lakers masterclass. No Gobert, potentially no Cat, no Jaden McDaniels to slow down LeBron. The only bad thing I can see is that since there's no Gobert, now AD is going to get drawn out of the paint. So that's just like, it's going to be just straight ant ISO ball. You know what I'm saying? But I think the Lakers got this one. I think that they should win it pretty easily and go on and sweep their way through the NBA playoffs.
Okay.
You know my thoughts on the Lakers in the playoffs. I'm higher on them the most. But
What?
Thank you. But I also have the Lakers. I hope what you're saying is not true about having Cat outside, about AD being out of the paint, because AD in the paint is, can we be honest, he's a depoy. He's defensive player of the year in the paint. That dude is insane defensively. If he had the same offensive motor that he has on the defensive end of the ball, he'd be the best player in the world.
I concur.
But he doesn't do it on offense. But he will tomorrow. I think D'Lo is going to have a big revenge game against the Timberwolves. I think he's going to have a big revenge game. I think Beasley might go off. I think Vanderbilt might go off. So,
Randall, my guy, he's going to block the shit out of Ant. We need that. We need that, man. We need that.
I got Lakers in this one. And I don't know who I have for that Lakers-Grizzlies series. You guys will have to tune back in to see my opinions. But just know that's a good series.
Lakers sweep.
Okay. No, I definitely got the Lakers beating T-Wolves too. I mean, that's just really not
It don't got to be explained, man. Lakers in one. Lakers in one.
Or any explanation that I would be doing has already been said. So, don't need to beat a dead horse.
I have LA winning that game as well. With the loss of Gobert, their front court depth takes a very big hit, and so who's gonna guard AD that game? Luka Garza.
Cat finna foul out by the third quarter, bro. That man can't never stay out of foul trouble.
Do they just go small? Just put Cat at the 5 again?
No, you can't go small because we saw Anthony Davis against the Rockets when Rockets went small ball. Anthony Davis had one of his best playoff series.
Man.
Or just likes to cook against small ball, bro.
Jeez, As he should.
Yeah, he remembers he's 7 feet. He's like, I'm bigger than everyone.
Yeah.
He's a kid in the playground. He's a kid in a candy shop when he sees it.
Man. It's gonna be the AD show all game, man. If AD don't go for 20 and 15, man, it's at least those numbers. Come on, it'll be disappointing.
He pulls up with the hair braided.
If the hair is braided, bro, it's 60 and 30. It's easy.
Bet the over if he comes with the hair braided.
Yeah, why are you worried about a man getting his hair braided?
Look, I promise you, it's a real thing. Look at AD's stats when he has an afro versus when he has his hair braided. I promise you, it's two different people.
I don't
That's
want
the same thing. Aaron Gordon afro versus braided.
Nah, for real. Nah, for real, man. I'm trying to tell you.
That's real. Danny valid.
It adds unnecessary weight. That's why it's a whole scientific thing, Dibo. I've studied the advanced nigga theory for like, I don't know, 2 years of my life now. So I know stuff.
Who do you have for the second game? Thunder versus Pelicans.
If I speak, I might get in trouble. If I say what I like, I might get suspended for 6 months, and I don't want to get suspended for 6 months. So.
Say it.
I got the Thunder, man. I got the Thunder by like 32. I got the Thunder in a blowout. I get the Thunder in a blowout, bro.
Oh my god.
I don't have a blowout, but I have them winning.
It's going to be close, but Danny, do you care to explain your reasoning?
Well, it's because, CJ McCollum, with the CBA and with what he did against the Timberwolves, this man has just been shitting himself for the past 2 weeks. I mean, he's just been getting cooked, especially with that damn CBA. So, it's just like he's just been getting cooked way too much. He's ass now. CJ McCollum, if you're watching this, you're washed up, man. The Thunder are way too good, bro. I'm expecting a Shea masterclass. Lou Dort got Brandon Ingram on locks. They got everything that you could possibly want, bro. And they're like, they're ready. They're ready for real. They're ready for real.
Can I say something?
Good.
I expect Brandon. I don't think he'll get locked. I think Brandon Ingram will play like Brandon Ingram, just with a really good defender on him. So he'll have some tough shot takes, and he'll have some tough shot makes and some tough shot misses. But I think Valanciunas is going to kill the Thunder. They don't have they don't have a center.
Bro, dang, this man doesn't know about Valanciunas, man.
Bro, he's going to get bro.
The ass.
What?
Bro, they actually don't know, Danny. This is crazy.
Valanciunas is a good center,
right now,
Jesus.
Y'all don't rock with Val?
Bro, Valanciunas is nice.
Dibo, who's been better this year, Rudy Gobert or Valanciunas?
Gobert.
Hell no.
That's like Hitler versus Stalin right there.
That's no, Dibo.
Oh my god. Bro, Valanciunas is good, bro.
At rebounding, yeah, but like he's trash at everything else.
Everything else, man.
Valanciunas score on your best defender, bro.
What?
Yes, bro. You don't see that.
Getting cooked by AD. What
I'm not saying he's defending your best player. I'm saying he's cooking them on offense.
Let me see.
Man, they gassing the Valanciunas, man. That's crazy.
Hell yeah, bro. Every Pelicans game I've watched, Valanciunas has played extremely well.
Yeah, bro.
And how many of those games were the Nuggets not playing that game?
At least 9 to 12.
No,
I don't believe
that
you.
Was solid, bro. That was solid.
Bro,
Valanciunas is 14 and 10
center in a foul trouble. He always racks up foul.
All right, but
I actually think you're delusional if you don't think Valanciunas is nice.
Hold up, Dibo. So you said you would take Rudy Gobert over Valanciunas?
Right now, yes.
So right now, Rudy was averaging. You said 13 and 12.
Yeah.
So right now, Val is averaging 14 and 10. He's shooting the 3 ball 35% on 1.5 attempts a game.
Nice.
82% from the line from a center. And he's averaging how many blocks was Rudy averaging? Like 1 point something.
Bro, who is guarding Valanciunas on the Thunder?
J Will's solid.
Yeah,
but he's not good.
Valanciunas
He's not ready for the playoffs. He's solid, but he's not ready for the playoffs. But I think OKC are winning too, Danny. I think a Shea masterclass is incoming. I assume Herb Jones will be guarding him, which scares me a little bit because
I don't give a fuck.
Herb is that man. If you're scared about Dort on Ingram, I would also be scared about Herb on Shea. But I think the Pelicans miss Zion. Captain Obvious, but I think they miss Zion.
In other news, water is wet. Nice.
I said Captain Obvious.
Captain Obvious.
Yeah. Nice. All right, Owen, your thoughts?
I got Pelicans. I think the Thunder are still. I think the Thunder are one season away from having an okay success in the playoffs. I think even without Zion, I think Brandon Ingram will cook up. And I will stand by Valanciunas is gonna go to work on the Thunder's defense.
Okay, then. Oh, sorry.
I was saying, Coach here.
So my question for you is that predict his stat line for tomorrow's game or Wednesday's game.
For Valanciunas?
Yeah, predict his stat line.
22 and 14.
That's a lot. 22 and 14?
Yeah.
No, I think
like
it's more like
points or 22 minutes.
Dog.
I think Val's getting like 15 and 12.
22 and 14.
I'm expecting a 8 and 12 game.
Hell
no, I don't think so. We'll put up a 15 and 12 game like Matt said, around those numbers.
Need that Valanciunas disaster class on Wednesday.
Why? What does it have to do with you?
Well, now I just want to be right, so that's really it, man.
Nice. I need him to have a master class.
I
think if he has a master class, then
I think my argument that I had in the group chat will show about Shea. And
I disagree.
I think
there's a reason you're not saying it, and I think it's because you know it's wrong.
No, I said SGA is a fraudulent superstar.
Ooh, horrible take.
He's not even a superstar to begin with.
Whoa. Huh?
I think he's a superstar. I mean, what do you define as? What do you define as a superstar?
Bro,
you don't need to say
his country. He's the best player from his country. Best player on his team. He wasn't an all-star starter, but he was an all-star starter.
Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks is Canadian.
So,
I think Jamal Murray and SGA's role is better, but
you also said Jamal Murray would average 30.
I don't know, Jim.
If that statement is held true in the games Jokic is out.
No. Like if you, bro,
don't even tweak.
For you to be a superstar, in my opinion, the criteria is that you need to have like elite playoff status, like consistently in the playoffs, so that like, hey, I'm him. I'm that guy. I'm the main guy on my team in the playoffs.
That's fair.
And we're winning because of me.
Oh, okay, so Dibo, I think I gotta agree with you. I don't think he's a superstar, but from what the media and the general consensus around the league is that he is a superstar, and that's why I'm calling him fraudulent.
Why is he not getting talked about more than?
What do you mean?
I don't hear his name.
He's saying that the media portrays him
as
a superstar
that much.
I hear his name tossed around as the fucking effectively the next coming of Jesus for the Thunder.
I don't know about that.
I don't hear that. I mean, if you're listening to First Take, still maybe, but like, I don't listen to First Take or
even in like mainstream, even in like other stuff like what Bleacher.
The Thunder don't get views. The Thunder don't get views, so they don't talk about him.
Yeah, but let's not act like SGA hasn't
small market
exploded in popularity this season.
Well, he has.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Did John Morant exploded popularity last year?
No, he's always been popular since like college.
Did Larry Markin explode in popularity this year?
Yeah, he did, for sure.
Because they're most improved candidates. Of course they're going to have more media attention. They're improving. They're getting better.
Yeah, except the way SGA is being viewed as the most improved is that he's gone from okay, he's pretty good to now he's holy shit, look at this guy. But where I don't think that's the case. I don't think he should be held at that standard.
Do you think Shea is top 20?
Yeah, no. Top 20 right now.
I'm asking Owen.
I don't think so.
That's where we disagree. I think
that's fine.
I think he's pushing top 15.
Whoa.
Now we're not going to do the list now, of course.
Yeah, because that's way too time consuming.
Yes.
I'd have to think about that off the podcast.
I would too, but I'm taking. I think I don't know. The reason that Shea didn't get my most improved vote was because like I don't like a high pick with a lot of potential going from a great player to taking that all-star superstar leap. So I think personally he did take that leap. I think that's where he belongs.
Lauri Markkanen was a top 5 pick.
Well, no, I thought he was like 7. He was like 7 or 8. I thought
he was top 10 for sure. I don't know about
he was
top
10.
5.
I think he was.
I think he was the 4th pick by the Bulls in like 2017.
Nah, Bulls always had like
number 7.
They were
He's number
always
7.
7.
Yeah, number 7.
Come on, man.
But going back to Shea, right? His superstar status or not. I'm not saying that Shea can't reach that level. He's already on that trajectory. In my eyes, I just need to see his playoff performance and how he does. That's the only thing that's.
By the way, I think that's
fair.
I think that's 100% fair. I think that's 100% fair.
Hey man, if he does hoop like Ja did, in his first playoff appearance, that first round series versus the Jazz, then yeah, I'll give him that title. But hey, we don't know yet, so
that's fair.
That's all I'm gonna say about that. I'm gonna say. But going back to the predictions for the game, I too got the Thunder winning that as well.
Okay.
Weebo.
By the way, I could totally see the game going either way. The first games we've discussed, the Heat versus the Hawks, I had Heat easy. Lakers versus Timberwolves, I had easy. This is a game where it's like it could go either way, and I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. As for the Thunder, I think out of the potential teams from the play-in tournament, the Pelicans, they are the team that they fit the most with their wing defenders, especially with Lou Dort and Jalen Williams. That duo, that defensive duo. They got the facilitating point guard in Josh Giddey. I'm excited to see how he plays in this environment. And they got the best player out of both teams too in Shea. So I'll give him the edge in that there.
I agree. But Brandon Ingram has been playing insane basketball as of late. Brandon Ingram, he's not going to win MVP, and I don't think he will ever in his career. But the last month, he's been playing MVP level basketball.
MVP level basketball.
He's been insane. He's been the facilitator where he's getting 8-9 assists. He had his first career triple-double maybe like a couple weeks ago. He's been on a scoring thing. There's a reason Abdul and Andrew keep sending baby KD to the group chat. It's because that man can score at will. That man can score with the best of them.
Yeah, that's right. I want to say Brandon Ingram is better than SGA. I think he is the best player in that series, or maybe at the very least he will be the best player come that game.
Yeah.
Performing in that game, I think he will be better than Shea.
I don't know.
But as Matt said, I feel like Ingram's playmaking ability, especially these past few games the Pelicans have played, has been very underlooked.
So I got the stats right here. So Brandon Ingram in April, given April's only a couple days, it has been averaging 28.4, 8, and 7. And then if you go to March to get a full month, he's been averaging 27, 7 assists, and 6 boards. He's been playing. That's MVP level basketball because they've also been winning in that time.
Yeah.
For a minute, it looked like they were going to fall out of it. It looked like they were going to fall out of the play-in tournament for a minute. Then he just started going crazy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We all said they were done, and they made it.
And I feel like BI's feel for the game has gotten way better with the Pelicans' offensive scheme. Usually, it's just revolved around him, especially with Zion out. Him controlling the ball, bringing up the court alongside McCollum too as well. Getting those looks in the high posts, and also working in those handoffs with Trey Murphy, Herb Jones, and even Valanciunas too as well. And for him, he knows better now to decide whether he wants to take the shot or just pass it out of like a double team or even like a hard hedge too. Get out to the open shooter. And so I feel like I'm proud of him with that aspect of his game too, being a more efficient and just a better player overall too, all around.
Yeah, I agree. I think that David Griffin, their GM, also deserves a ton of credit because, I mean, what he's done since that AD trade has been he's hit on all his picks. Obviously, Zion is an obvious pick. You're going to hit on that. But getting Herb Jones, I think Herb Jones was a second-round pick. That looks like an awesome draft pick. Trey Murphy is the shooter you want around a guy like Zion. Dyson Daniels he's still young. He could maybe be something in this league. Like, they've been hitting on their picks.
Jackson Hayes' ass.
Jackson Hayes' ass. That's a fair remark.
He disappointed me from last year. I thought he was starting to get it together.
I did too. I thought he was looking good at the 4 for them. But all right, so then what is it? Who do we have in the last day? We have Hawks.
Hawks, Bulls.
Hawks, Bulls.
Bulls.
Bulls? Mm-hmm. Is Caruso putting the clamps on Trae Young?
Oh, for sure.
Caruso, Bev, yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about playing Pat. Yeah, I got the Bulls.
Yeah, don't forget about playing Pat.
They're the perimeter defending is gonna be the difference in this game too. That's gonna be the matchup if that were to happen. But I have Chicago winning that game too as well.
You think Trae Young's going out at home though?
For sure.
They just haven't put it together this season. They've been trying to see it, but
have the Bulls put it together? I mean, they've been playing better since.
They've been one of the best defensive teams in the league since the All-Star break.
That's true. I think all year, low key. I think all year they've been good, like top 10. But it's just I've seen Trae Young kill my team, so it's like I have like the utmost respect for him. But I'll take the Hawks. I'll be the one person who takes the Hawks on the panel.
Right, like it's the same thing that happened last year. I feel like Cleveland, in my opinion, had the better team than Atlanta, but Trae Young was the difference. He was just hitting shots, especially down the stretch. Doing Trae Young type things.
Trae Young's hitting shots. It's hard to win.
Yeah.
But so DeAndre Hunter would guard DeMar, which that's not a horrible matchup if you're Atlanta. And then, but Zach LaVine on DeJounte, 2 Seattle guys, by the way. That's kind of a cool. There's actually like for a 9-10, there's some cool matchups on the court. But I'll take Hawks.
You just seem to be the one guy that's like, I was right.
Well, maybe we got some Hawks fans. Maybe I could earn some easy love.
Yeah, the Falcons had so many fans, man. I learned that the hard way. So it looks like Atlanta fans, they rep big for real.
Hey, man, Arthur Smith, very good head coach.
Hey,
got some cooking in Atlanta, man.
Arthur Smith K.
Clearly not.
Now they got a name for the
Lenny K was the theme in the comments, by the way.
Whatever. Yeah, I'm Wanny. So Dave, I know you was hating on me in one of those comments. I remember your name, Dave. I'm here. I'm here.
Shots fired. This is somebody who engaged with us, interacted with our comment. You're gonna lose his subscription to our channel.
Yeah, man. He called me a bitch.
I mean,
did he? He did
not call him that. He did not call him that. All right. So then, what's the Western Conference game? We all have Timberwolves, and then some of us have Pelicans. Some of us have Thunder.
I got the Wolves, man. I think they'll pull it out. I don't see the Thunder making it in the first round. I got the Wolves.
I think regardless, the Wolves would win if they played either OKC or New Orleans.
Yeah, I think so.
There's got more talent than those two teams.
There's a chance because they'll be playing the Pelicans like in the same exact situation that they was on Sunday if the Pelicans do beat the Thunder. So, I mean, there's a chance. The Pelicans almost won that game. They were by like 15. We would have been having a Lakers versus Pelicans and a Thunder versus Timberwolves type of scenario, but they came back somehow. So, but if the Pelicans do make it, I could see them beating the Timberwolves, but I think that the Timberwolves are just too big pause for them with Gobert back. So, I'll have the Timberwolves advancing.
No, I think if Pelicans win, I definitely got the Pelicans winning the T-Wolves.
Can I say something?
What's up?
I got either team beating the Timberwolves. I don't think Timberwolves are making the playoffs. I really don't.
The wheels fell off. You think it's done?
I think it's done. They brought in Mike Conley to play with Rudy Gobert, which, by the way, Mike Conley has been a better fit by Rudy since D'Lo, but Mike Conley's not going to be on the court or D'Lo's not going to be on the court for the first game. So Mike Conley will be inefficient there. So that's why I'm taking them to lose the first game. And then, like, who's stopping Brandon Ingram? Jaden McDaniels is out. Who's stopping shit?
Bro?
Rory and Prince. I thought we already went over that.
Sure. But it's also like, I don't know, like, are we really taking Cat to be great? Like, the last time we saw Cat, he did not play good. Didn't the Memphis Grizzlies bench Steven Adams, a center with size, and they went on to go 5-1 in the series? Like, what? Like, Cat has not been good in the playoffs. He's been inaggressive. When they had Jimmy and were the 8th seed against the Rockets, he was young, but he played horrible that series, and he was bad against the Grizzlies. They had the performances from Ant. They even had Pat Bev games, and they still couldn't win because Cat wasn't performing. So I'm taking either of the teams over the Timberwolves.
Valid. I definitely have the Pelicans beating the T-Wolves.
I think Pelicans would win. I think Thunder would also win.
Thunder,
I also think that both teams have like. Okay, I don't know what happened to Denny, but they also have like better stoppers. Like in order to stop Ant, you have Dort on one team, you have Herb Jones on the other. In order to stop Shea or stop Ingram, they don't have anything. And in the fourth quarter, because it's going to be a close game for both games, you want to get easy shots down the stretch with good sets, and I think that the Thunder and the Pelicans will get better shots down the stretch.
Hella. Yeah, and you got Herb on Ant. That's a lock.
Getting switched over to Trey Murphy. Then Brandon Ingram is not a bad defender by any means either.
Yeah, because he's lengthy as hell.
He's lengthy as hell.
Yeah, I don't think I see the T-Wolves winning in the play-in.
Yeah,
at all.
They've been playing better, but like
not that much.
I'm not taking them.
Bro, this man Danny said it. Wait, bro, I'm sorry.
What Danny say? Because I was
wondering. His computer died.
How do you not recognize that and go grab a charger, bro?
Oh,
that's the most Danny thing ever. Well,
say it again.
What?
What did you say?
I said that's the most Danny thing ever.
It is. It is. Is that a pod?
That is a pod. Clap it up, gentlemen. Clap it up.
I think that's we've wrapped up everything we'd wanted to say with this episode. So yeah, I think it is.
Hold on. One more thing. I want to give a big shout out to the fan. Big shout out. Y'all got us to 500 on all platforms, and you guys have been killing it in the comments, liking our videos. Big shout out to you guys. Big shout out.
Yes,
Could not be here without you.
Absolutely.
Could not be here without you.
Absolutely.
Road to 1K, baby.
Road to 1K. What's that?
Let's get it.
All right.
Love it. Got to love it.
Is that a pod? Are we ending it or are we going to talk?
We're gonna end it here.
There's nothing more to talk about.
Yeah. Again, please follow us on all platforms: IG, TikTok, YouTube. All at the handle at Lunch from the Bates. We post daily reels there, daily shorts, just daily videos, content, as much as we can, just to give it to y'all. Thank y'all for showing us all the love and support recently. We appreciate that a lot, like Matt said. And yeah, man, we're gonna call it a pod. We'll call it an episode, man.
Yeah.
Hey, see y'all next time.
Splendid.
All right. Peace out, dude. It was a fun one.
Peace. It was a fun one. I agree.
Yeah.